Hello, lovely people. It's Emmanuel Clever here again. I'm always excited, more than excited, every day excited to bring to you and to your homes, your offices, your kitchen, everywhere you are. Amazing success stories of people, and today we are on book review. So, here we talk about books that you may need in your success journey, top books that can make you an extraordinary person. So please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share your comment if there is any, and then don't forget to share the video to others. But above it all, if you are new on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. It always and has always been Success with Clever, and we discuss success. It's today I forget my sorrow, no more cry, I dey go to borrow. Motivation, jubilations, finance teams, them all come to play. For the best of books, success stories so good. Today, Success with Clever, we know come to play. So today we're going to look at one of the powerful books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by one of the powerful authors. Yes, I'm sure you've heard of it. Maybe today's your first time hearing it. That is one of the amazing books. It's a financial literacy book that is actually doing amazing work, helping people to have mastery over their financial life. And the book is from one of the finest author of all times, Robert Kiyosaki. And if you know about Robert Kiyosaki is an American writer, and he's the author of most popular books such as Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's into real estate development, that he's also a financial expert, he's a financial advisor. And you may be wondering, why Rich Dad, Poor Dad? That is why you have to stay glued to the end of this video, and I'm going to tell you how the advice from two parents influences the lifestyle of their children. And this is one of the book, that is basically for students, for young people, emerging ones, to know how to go about their finances, how to create and multiply wealth. So Rich Dad Poor Dad is a book that has transformed the way many people think about personal finance. In this video particularly, I will give you an overview of the book, and we are going to explain why it's a must read for anyone who wants to improve their financial situation. So the book is actually in chapters, and each of the chapters try to explore a basic idea, all with the aim of helping the readers to understand how money works in some forms. So Robert Kiyosaki actually opens up the book with a story. The story in the book basically discusses the author, who is Robert Kiyosaki's experience growing up with two different fathers, and one is his biological father and his best friend's father. So he was just trying to create a difference between the advice that he had from his biological father and that of his friend's father, whom he refers to as his rich dad. So the rich dad here isn't about his biological father, but it is about the father of a friend of his, who he considers as his rich dad. And the book provides insights and practical advice on how to build wealth. So his real dad that he was talking about as a government employee used to work hard, save money, and invest in a secure job or pension plan. And on the other hand, the rich dad, that is not his biological father, but he considers as his rich dad, or his friend's dad, was an entrepreneur who ran multiple businesses and believed in building assets and creating passive income. And if you know about passive income or have not heard of passive income, that's why you need to check out my video on the 3 types of income, where I talked about passive income, linear income, and portfolio income. So I said linear income is the kind of income that you get when you work. Apparently, when you stop working, your income stops. Portfolio income is the kind of income that you get from investment. You have money, you invest it, and the money generates some returns for you. Passive income is the one that actually makes people rich. It is where you build something today, and that thing continually generates money for you without necessarily have to work every month. So in this very book, Robert Kiyosaki placed a lot of arguments. So the book was an argument book. He argued that our traditional education system does not teach us how to become financially literate, and he sees that as one of the essential tools for building wealth and achieving financial independence. So on the side of Robert Kiyosaki, he was trying to be like, imagine I'm being trained to become a professional medical doctor. Now I'm a professional medical doctor. I have skills in the medicinal field, but then I do not have skills in building myself. So basically, he was trying to say that we should introduce financial literacy into our educational system. And if you are maybe a degree holder, maybe a master's holder, or even a PhD holder, that is very good. That is excellent. But you need to understand how money works as part of your degree. So in the book, some of the things that he points, or some of the things that he stresses on, is the importance of acquiring assets. And if you know about assets, so we have assets, we have liabilities. Assets are things that actually bring money into your pocket, and liabilities are things that actually take money from your pocket. All that he's trying to mean is that if the things that take money from your pocket are more than, just so let's make this comparison from according to Kiyosaki. What he's trying to say is that if the things that bring money into your pocket, if those things are greater than the things that take money out of your pocket, there's a higher chance of you being financially independent. Now let's dive into the chapters of this very book. So the chapter 1 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, when I read the book, there were moments where his rich dad will have to give him work to do, where he himself saw that one as a threat to his life, because as a young boy he was being made to do what other people at his younger age were not willing to do. And then later on he saw the relevance of it, and then that to show him that rich people actually do what the multitude are not willing to do, so that for the rest of their life they will actually enjoy what many people dream of doing. He said that his biological father was a highly educated man but struggled financially. How should somebody be really educated but struggle financially? It means that there was additional thing that his real father, who was the poor dad, was lacking. He was just basing on his academic qualifications, but additional things must drive him and make him a different person. While his rich dad, that we know to be his best friend, taught him valuable lessons about money. Basically, what Robert is trying to say is that sometimes it's about how you know how to make the money, how to manage the money, and how to multiply the money. That is what Successful Clever we call the 3 M's: making of money, managing of money, and then multiplying of money. And then chapter 2 of the book, Robert Kiyosaki made a profound statement, and then he says that the rich don't actually work for money. Wow, he says that the rich don't work for money. So if the rich do not work for money, then what do the rich people do? Now, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of financial education and understanding how money works. And then he argues that many people work for money and remain trapped in the rat race. So he argues the rich use money to work for them and achieve financial freedom. That is why if you know about somebody like Aliko Dangote can build the biggest of all factories, and that factory will continue to make money for him. If you know about Selcom, despite in Ghana, they have money and then don't work for money. Rather, they use the money to create systems, and those systems generate money for them. So if you're talking about somebody like Selcom Despite has Despite Media, many other businesses as well, what does it do? These are what we call systems, and the systems generate money for him. You can go to UTV, you may not necessarily see yourself come Despite. By the end of the month, those monies that the company generates comes into his pocket, and that is what Robert Kiyosaki is trying to mean. Well, that's what he basically says, the rich don't work for money. So it is when you use your money to make your money work for you. So in the chapter 3 of this book, Robert Kiyosaki actually studies some financial literacy, and he says that he wants financial education to be inculcated into our educational system, and he discusses the shortcomings of our traditional education system, so that young graduates may not necessarily have to depend on the knowledge acquired from university alone. In the chapter 4, Robert Kiyosaki actually wants people to mind their own businesses. He encourages readers to start small and work their way up to achieve financial independence. So he actually advises people that it can be possible, and it's so possible, but you need to start small and build yourself up. In the chapter 5, the history of taxes and the power of corporations. And in this chapter, Kiyosaki explains the history of taxes and how corporations can be used to reduce liabilities. He encourages readers to understand how taxes work and to take advantage of legal tax strategies to build wealth. And then some section of the book, Robert says something that I personally love so much. He said that sometime in America, the rich was taxed more than they should be taxed, and then the poor had the mindset that they are to to the rich people so that they can drain money from the rich people to support the poor people. That is very good. But then he argues that in a way that promotes laziness on the side of the poor people. Chapter 6, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of creativity and innovation when it comes to building wealth, and he explains that the rich don't just make money, they create it by identifying opportunities and taking calculated risk. And that is why you have to check my video on the three P's. Where one is people, product. I mean, if you can create a product, that will be a solution to people's problem. That is where the money actually lies. And that in the chapter 7 advises people to work to learn, don't work for money, just like I said. So we encourage readers to focus on learning valuable skills and gaining experiences rather than just chasing a paycheck. And then we argue that investing in your own education and skill development can lead to greater long-term financial success. And that is why financial literacy, videos on financial literacy, books in financial literacy is very very good in your success journey. And that is what we, Success with Clever, we discuss. Kiyosaki actually discusses the common obstacles that people face when trying to achieve financial independence, and then such as fear, self-doubt, and lack of confidence. He provides strategies for overcoming these obstacles and staying motivated. And then lastly, he talks about getting started. So he provides practical advice for getting started on the path to financial independence. And then setting goals, creating a financial plan, then taking action. And then he emphasized the importance of taking small steps in making progress over time. So thank you for watching this video. My name has always been Clever. It is Success with Clever, and we discuss success.